On the first ever episode of 10K TV, we are going over hockey, including the Wild and college. Going to go over football, including going through some of your cold takes with the Vikings. And the Vikings have found their first loss in a certain stat category, not in terms of games. We're going to end the show by giving awards to someone or something that deserves it. God, dude, your pointing's throwing me off. I cannot, my ADHD. Let's start off. Minnesota Wild back in action. They played their opening game on Thursday. Obviously, we were in attendance. We were drinking Captain's Patch, our beer of choice, now available in sections 105, 113, C13. Most importantly, they released the first ever episode of Not Weird Wild, not episode, commercial. Pretty much Billy G told the team that they were on a business trip. They were told not to go swimming. They had a lot of fun, and it was a good commercial. But I guess, fellas, what do you think was left out of it?
Well, usually the hotel has a sauna, right?
Yeah.
What they forgot was pouring root beer on the rocks in the sauna to make it smell like s'mores. I would do it every single hotel and then just basically ruin the sauna.
I think you might be the only motherfuckers ever.
Yeah, I pretty much am.
There's no way.
It's so stupid, but it smells like s'mores when you do that. Fun fact.
Could you just picture, like, they just cut to, like, Jonas Brodin just pouring a root beer on the sauna? Everyone's like, what the fuck was that?
Fun fact, if you pour root beer on the sauna rocks, it smells exactly like s'mores.
You can't hold us reliable if you end up going to a sauna and pouring root beer on it and then you get sued. We're not liable. This is a legal disclaimer. It's right here. It's on the screen.
We're only liable if we copy a logo that apparently the Minnesota Wild own. That's a discussion for another day.
It's also supposed to be something that's relatable.
Right.
And that's not anything anybody has ever done.
Got a pee-wee brain.
That was very specific.
So the bit is already derailed.
Sorry.
It's dead.
That's really specific, but I like it. I like where you went with that. Journalist Jake, what's up?
Going off of what Sarge was talking about in terms of hotel antics with the hockey team, I think they should have did a little knock-knock ditch. They missed out on a little knock-knock ditch, running down the hallway, banging on doors and all that shit. And then also maybe throwing some bath bombs in the pool as well. We once did that. And may or may not have done that in Breezy Point back in like 2008.
The thing about that commercial is Boldy does look like a legitimate Pee-wee hockey player.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got a young face.
But Bogo looks like the only responsible one, and that dude
Yeah.
has a disgusting mullet.
Yeah.
Which is
and
insane.
They also missed out on an opportunity for Jake Middleton to be the shirtless one in the entire thing. But all right, I'll go next. What the commercial was missing. The part where everyone confusingly asks if you need to check out of the hotel because no one knows if you have to do that anymore. I don't think you do, but some places are like, I feel like some places would charge you if you didn't, like really high-end hotels.
I wouldn't know because I've never been to a high-end hotel.
Fund my price tag for my jacket.
$50. Look at you.
$50, not bad.
Goodwill? Fucking high roller. Yeah, I got this one for 20.
Anyways. Yeah, no, that's, I don't know how you handle that. I don't frequent in hotels. Sarge, you look like I frequents in motels.
I've been to a Motel 6, and what's funny...
Sarge
we were
eats
talking about
ass in a
Snickers.
motel.
Can we ask why you went to the Motel 6?
No.
But the second one I have, this one's oddly specific, is Jacob Luco. Is it Lauco? Luco? He's German, I know that.
Lauska?
Lutzen.
Yeah, I feel like he would stock up on grapes at the Continental Breakfast because if you guys don't know, this guy we got from Boston, he's what they call a grape dealer. This dude eats a whole bag of green grapes.
Oh, green grapes?
Right.
Oh.
That before every game. And Charlie Coyle, old friend of the Wild, actually like asked him for grapes one time. He's like, "Hey man, can I get some of those grapes?" And he just started leaving vines in Coyle's locker before games.
Johnson & Johnson panicked when Diddy left. If Lauco stops eating grapes, then Welch's
Yeah.
is going to be in big time
Yeah.
trouble.
I feel like it's going to take a toll. Don't grapes like take a toll on, well,
Go
that's
on.
if you swallow them whole, it can take a toll on your digestive system.
Are you swallowing grapes?
who-
No.
does
Apparently I heard it. Maybe I have in the past. I don't know. But I
Someone who's
heard,
trying to practice their Gluck Gluck 3000.
yeah, maybe. They're Hawk Tua. Fuck that.
From this.
Mine are actually probably the only relatable ones that like everybody did, and that's a fact. The first one, I just spit all over the table. Don't show that.
Haktua.
Stop it, editor. The first one is that it goes back to the Continental Breakfast, and that's sitting 7 people deep just waiting to make the one waffle. Make your waffle on the one waffle machine that exists in every Continental Breakfast hotel ever. But you're not going to give up on the waffle. You need the waffle. Get your waffle. Second one you guys missed out on. Going back to the sauna, The jerking off bit.
Oh.
Oh, like from South Park?
You jerk off in the sauna. You jerk off in the shower. You jerk off in the bed. Everybody else has. And I would have loved to have seen. Wait, cut this. I would have loved to have seen Zach Bogosian jerk.
Nice family.
Nobody
yeah.
send that to him. Don't send it to him. Don't.
Whoa.
I think he.
Man's a father.
Yeah, I mean, maybe someone will send it to
You're
him.
saying
and-
you didn't masturbate in a hotel.
I've done it before.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I've done it in a
Absolutely.
sauna or a hot
Especially
tub.
back then.
Yeah.
He brought up the sauna thing, and I immediately thought of in It's Always Sunny when the guy's like, I'm just here to wipe down the loads. Like the guy who works for the spa.
And the guys who made the loads are myself and the Minnesota Wild.
Now, weird, wild. Let's have some overreactions 3 games into the Minnesota Wild. Sarge, I know you're a Hawks guy, but I'm still curious to get your. This is kind of an outside perspective. What do you think?
The penalty kill is ass.
Yep.
Ass.
Yep.
That's going to be an issue. It was an issue last year, and that's just something I cannot wait for the Hawks to capitalize on this year, especially at that matinee game. Oh, man. No, it's going to be a good time. No, the Hawks are going to stink, by the way.
Bedard's going to break
They're
his
gonna
pull
suck.
widow jaw again.
I want you to know I'm
Can't wait.
I'm going to cut all of this.
Go
All
ahead.
of your talk is just, we're cutting to it. Like, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then we cut over to Jake giving his bit.
Yep.
We'll just dub in 10 seconds from the latest episode of the Hawk Talk, or the AJ Buffano and Big Justice. I believe they have a podcast now. So
Boom.
yeah.
I've been working on the dance.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get
For them.
a little.
All right, Jake. Wild season. Overreaction 3 games in. What do you got?
They are going to make the playoffs without winning an overtime game all season. And yes, they're going to make the playoffs, losing the first round, but they might be the first team in NHL history to not win an overtime game. So the record's going to be something in 27.
Okay. So
Because
like
they're going to have 27. They're going to go to 27
Oh, yeah,
overtime
yeah,
games in either overtime or shootouts, and they're going to lose all of them.
You guys realize that we always say we'll take the point, and in the end of the day, that's just such a loser mentality.
Yep.
It's so fucking sad.
The Minnesota way. That's
Yeah.
how we do it.
No, this is a good point because I had the same thing written down. Not one Titanic video will be issued on the 10K account because this team cannot win in overtime anymore. And I actually did the math. So if we lose every game in OT, which we will finish with 83 points, and that will fall just short of a playoff spot by about 8 points on the low side, 13 points on the high side. So as long as the Minnesota Wild can find a way to win more than 8 games in regulation this season, we have a chance.
Let's go.
Just more than 8 games in regulation.
Yeah,
games.
so if you win one game in regulation and you lose the rest in overtime, you finish the season with 83 points. The lowest team point-wise to make the playoffs last year came in at about 91.
You got to put up the Jackie Moon graphic of like where they're fighting for third place, but we just need 8 wins.
It's
We need 8 wins.
Fourth place.
Check it out.
Fourth place.
Fourth
Because
place.
we're not going to lose games in regulation.
Flint, Michigan, Mega Bowl.
At least Zuccarello's overtime move, at least he changed it. Remember how he would do the twitch and then he would shoot? Now he does the twitch, pretends to shoot, goes backhand, and it worked. My second take is that journalist Jake will be arrested in the city of Grand Forks for posting a video of him breaking the law by drinking a beer on the sidewalk.
That wasn't me.
You literally said, my name is journalist Jake.
Did I? But they don't know my first and last name. I didn't show them my ID.
Jake Bringold.
No.
Jake Bringold.
Jake
If you want to
Bringold.
search his
prove
name
that.
on Instagram, you can put the 2 faces together the way they find murderers.
I pulled some stats as well too. I did a math guy. I know I don't look like a math guy. I'm a math guy.
You look like a meth guy.
Someone put the T-shirt under the jacket. Captain's badge. Both Kaprizov and both Matt Boldy are on pace to tack on 300 shots apiece this year. Can I tell you something even crazier? That's not the most shots in Minnesota Wild history. It actually came from
Marion Gabbert.
Marion Gabrick.
Brian Rolston.
Jake's got Brian Rolston.
Oh, okay.
Boom! Stats.
Boom.
Well, let's move on to football. We've talked enough hockey. Football, on a more positive note, Vikes are 5-0. Life is good. The only downside about the Vikings right now is we have lost in our first category. So there was a graphic that got released. I don't know by who it was. I did see that Skull Bros posted it on Instagram. And apparently, I don't know where they get the stat from. I don't know how the numbers get calculated. But the Minnesota Vikings are last in the NFL in alcohol consumption, which I feel like, though, here's really quickly to defend it. I feel like if you correlate that to fight videos on Twitter, we've had the least amount of fighting videos.
That's true.
Which is good.
They're not factoring in other factors, like we were saying. Is I think we're drinking more than any other fan base at tailgates and bars and everything, and we go into the stadium and we're already just torched and we're already ready to go. So,
Sarge, you haven't seen this graphic. I
No.
want you to name 3 teams that are in the top 8. Go.
First, I'm going
Go.
with misery teams. I'm going Jets,
And
Bills,
actually, Bills. Yes. Number
Steelers.
2. Steelers in there. Yep. One more guess. I'm gonna give you one more guess.
So it's none of the.
Or
Man.
you're eliminated. I'm kicking you out of the studio. Go.
This is
I'm
a
gonna go Falcons because of their. No.
Low team. Sorry. Get out.
The Browns got to be on
Get
the
out.
list, right?
Get out.
Packers.
Get out. We're editing
Yep.
it. In order,
More booze.
Bengals 8.2.
No fucking.
Number 1 8.2. Bills, Raiders, Browns. Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna drink if I'm watching that.
That's fair
that
I'm
was
gonna
point.
drink if I'm watching that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got going for you. You guys are morons, and we're here to tell you why you're stupid. Your team made a bunch of off-season signings, and you guys had some harsh things to say about them. So what we're here to talk to you guys about is to go through some of the most popular ones that I have seen and make you eat your words. We're calling you out. First one.
Trying to see the profile picture. You just know it. I didn't read the comment yet. It's just
This is going on the screen. They're
That's
gonna
right.
know
That's
who we're
right. That's
talking
right.
about.
If you're listening to the podcast, sorry, we got Matthew E76 from Instagram. When Will Reichert got drafted, a kicker, question mark, seriously, comma, not sure it's worth a draft pick at all, period. Will Reichert has been lights out. I'm going to knock on wood, he has not missed a kick yet. He's going to keep his hair, actually, his long hair, until he misses a kick. He also has a Walmart sponsorship. Do you, Matt? I don't think you do. I don't think you have a deal with Walmart and Crocs.
All right, Andrew Van Ginkel. Signed
Kenny.
from Ken Duncan, who has the photo 2 feet from his face. Never heard of him or the guy from the Texans. Guys, relax. It's not Facebook. This could have been way worse. This could have been.
the fact that he had a picture like this on Instagram. I expect better, but I'm sorry. I'm more focused on the pictures of these people. That doesn't make sense.
Another Blake Cashman one. Don't care. Sign Deonta Foreman. Release. This one has
What?
83 likes. The other ones didn't have any likes. This one has fucking. So there's 83 people. Let me do this again. So there are 84 people in the world, and probably more, who agree with this take by straight_Boolin 453.
He looks
fuck.
like he's 8.
Let's premise this. Don't go to these accounts.
Also, who's
Don't.
Donta Foreman?
Okay, this is another Blake Cashman one. Talk to Scooter. Who is this? I think Garoppolo would be a better than Darnold. No. Oh my God. Better looking? Sure.
That translates to results, though. Hey, I will admit I would have agreed with this 30 weeks ago.
Okay.
Holy
Anyways,
fuck.
Jake, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, another Sam Darnold. So this came from us, but I shouldn't say collectively. This was probably you, Jack, who wrote this.
Yeah.
But it was during the signing of Sam Darnold. We just said, strap in Vikings fans. And that
Now,
could either be taken
I was gonna
positively
say-
or negatively.
I was gonna say spin zone on that. That was the thought of like anything could happen. We'll
see what happens.
It's fucking Sam Darnold.
From Lyle _ from the island. When will someone finally learn that he hasn't meant to be an NFL quarterback? Sam Darnold, not meant to be an NFL quarterback. We're learning.
He was asking the question, though.
I
He does
don't-
have 2 question marks.
And
there,
I don't
so.
doubt that he's from the island because he has a palm tree emoji in his
That's true.
profile picture.
And it's
He's
He's
verified.
verified, yeah.
He's official. This is an official question from an official dude.
never mind. Yeah, he's good. 238
He
likes.
looks like a guy who's gonna get in a fight at a tailgate.
He looks like the kid who's going to say, I'm 21, give me a beer.
He's gonna drink a whole bottle of Pink Whitney and then like throw up on some dude's car, and it's gonna end up on MLF football.
I see this guy. I don't want to keep ripping it. He seems like a guy that says he surfs, but he really doesn't.
For sure, he has
to
surfboards,
Minnesota.
but he just puts them in his apartment. Okay, another Sam Darnold one. It is a meme of someone chugging bleach, and then it's another trash can to add to the quarterback room. Okay, but you say that. Well, I guess at that point the quarterback room was Jaron Hall and Nick Mullins, so that might be not that that's completely fair. He's chugging bleach, so yeah.
So another comment on Sam Darnold from the amazing psycho. He's trying to spell amazing weird, whatever. He said, like, I'm seriously going to consider switching teams at this point. Y'all don't give a F. He literally wrote AF about the fans. Explain to me where he fits what we have been doing. Yeah, that's what he said.
you sir are a psycho.
Clean it up. Clean it up, KOC.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I fully disagree with these comments at the time. I probably would agree with a lot of these comments. I'd said some pretty harsh things when we signed Sam Darnold.
You have to be coming in this.
I got to have a comment up here. I put a
No.
tweet out. Oh, really? I'm shocked.
I did fan tweets.
Okay, there you go. Great.
I wouldn't put fake fans in here.
We have someone saying 0-17, and someone replied to that saying, getting excited for our 5-12 record. And then under that is solid 6-win season.
It's
coming
going up.
Yeah.
There was a large scale of fandom.
0-17 moved to 5-12, and now we're talking 6 wins. So we're getting there. It's a different story.
Oh, I am there. I knew it. All right, let's go. Sarge.
All right, let's just skip over this. We
Yeah,
already know,
do
Jake.
it.
Yeah, this is coming from
Oh, God, this
yeah,
is the most aggressive of all.
Sam Darnold.
Wait, who is
People
this
are
kid
actually
from?
okay.
Who's it from?
Read the username.
Journalist J10K. People are actually okay with Sam Darnold. Think through this for a sec. SAMDARNOLD. To lead JJ Thielen, Cook, and the rest of this team for the sake of what? To save money? I'd rather stab my own eyes out. That's a significant downgrade. For what purpose?
Your thoughts?
I stand by it at the time. Because this was in 2022 when he was still not playing well.
No. Hold up. I'm going to pause you there. Jake, this is a reflecting bit. We're not talking about your feelings at that point. I'm saying your thoughts now.
Thoughts now? I'm being proven wrong, and I just hope he stays consistent.
Okay.
And he's playing his heart out. Oh, no.
Oh, another Jake one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Wait, you
oh,
gotta read it.
That's
Jake,
me.
Wait, you got to read the username first.
Journalist J10K,
Okay.
coming from Jake Bringold, maybe myself. Well, the Vikings just fucked up.
Oh, you didn't even want to spell the word?
No,
Come
I
on,
feel
at
like that
least-
was-
At least commit to it.
I feel like it's more expressive to do that. I don't know why. This is actually when Kirk got signed.
Wait, once again, this is the reflection bit. Your thoughts now.
My thoughts now?
I don't know. I don't care what your thoughts are now. We don't care what the other people's thoughts were at that point.
I'm just, we're 5-0. Just be consistent. The last Vikings team to go 5-0 was in 2016 when we finished 7-9. So,
You hear this, right?
You're never going to get him to admit that it was a good
hey,
He's doing the hockey guy bit.
As
where
a-
he's like,
as a
yeah, we just need
Vikings,
to
He
establish.
still wishes we had Kirk.
Kirk would be a force in this offense.
We'd be
But
6-0 somehow through 5 weeks with Kirk.
we would. Okay. This is also coming from
at-
another journalist
Oh, who?
Wait, but which one?
at journalist J10K.
Okay.
Yeah, this couldn't get any worse. This is when we signed Sam Darnold. My Sunday afternoons this fall just became wide open. I was heavily considering not watching the games, going golfing or something, but I'm like,
What have you been doing on Sundays now?
Yeah.
If you're not watching football, what are you doing now?
well, no, I have been watching football.
Oh.
I have been watching the Vikings.
oh,
Okay, I have been able to watch
Oh.
the Vikings,
Oh.
but
Weird, dude.
it was
Last question. How long is it going to take for you to say I was wrong about Sam Darnold? I'm not telling you have to. I'm wondering what the cutoff is.
what's the record for you to be like, I was there. I'm sorry.
Well, see, here's the thing: is like they could go undefeated, and I'd be like, "Oh, Sam Darnold went off this year, and like this is great," and I probably would say I'm proven wrong at that point for sure. But like,
Undefeated?
I will say
Perfect.
the Vikings in general.
There's your
I
clip.
think for me to say that we're like I was proven wrong is if we make it to the Super Bowl.
What?
So it's Super Bowl or bust.
It's undefeated.
I mean, it
season
should be
or
every
Super Bowl.
year.
Those are the two: undefeated season or Super Bowl.
Sure. I want this team. I'm sick and tired. We get these one-off quarterbacks: Case Keenum, Brett Favre, Randall Cunningham, and we always lose in the NFC Championship game. Can he do something different than these one-off quarterbacks, please? For the love of God! We had a system that was finally working for Kirk Cousins. Now we got Sam Darnold that's working for him, and let's run with it. Let's do something. I'm sick and tired as a Vikings fan losing in the playoffs in disappointing fashion.
Dude, Kirk won one playoff game. I'm
I'm not getting into that. we're not. That's such a dumb stat when people keep bringing that up. It's pathetic. We literally squeezed in. He went through a coordinator every year. That was a joke.
We'll be right back after this commercial.
Joke.
All right, well, let's close out this first ever episode of 10K TV with we're just going to do like a miscellaneous segment every single week just based on everything we've talked about. But this one is just going to be the awards segment. We're going to you can give anyone or anything or any place, whatever, an award. Doesn't have to be a good award. It can be a bad award, whatever you want. Sarge, let's start with you.
Oh, God. Go to someone else. I have no idea where I'm going with this.
Okay, and by the way, this is not the AVNs, by the way. I know you've watched those.
Oh,
Wait,
like
what are the AVNs?
the porn star of the week.
those are
Sarge,
the porn awards.
What's the AVNs?
Come on, you know what the AVN is.
Look at this guy.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, exactly. You stream it every year, Sarge.
It was just a break, bro.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
almost got
Don't try to throw us off the scent, you sick fuck.
Yeah, Sarge, come on. You've already said you're a porn guy.
All right. Well, go ahead and do your prep over there for your award, and I'll start with you, Marlon.
I got you. The Finally Some Good News for Once award, and I'm giving it to the Chicago Blackhawks. That's awesome. Hey, Chicago Blackhawks, here's what they did right. Okay, you ready? They ended up creating and they're selling 24-ounce beers that exist within a hockey stick, which is sick.
It is so cool.
That's so cool, and it'll cover up, it'll make everyone forget about all the sexual assault covers.
Yeah.
I already forgot about it, dude.
Corey
yes.
Perry banging Bedard's mom. Yeah.
So congrats, Chicago Blackhawks. We forgot.
Yep.
We've moved on. Thanks for the beer.
Oh God.
Defend it, Sarge. Go.
I am not going to defend that.
That's right. That's the right answer. Next award.
It's okay. You have Tyler Bertuzzi now. Everything's fixed. All right, I'll go next. I have the Cocky Before Ever Playing a Regular Season Award, which goes to our new member of the Timberwolves, part of the Cat trade. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Dante DiVincenzo?
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo? Right. This was actually pretty awesome, and I'm actually going to defend this, but they played against the Knicks, I believe it was, Sunday night in a preseason game, and he was shooting a free throw and just looked at Tom Thibodeau, the coach of the Knicks, and said, see, this is what happens when they let us run the show, or let you run the show. So basically he was already talking shit to his former boss during a preseason game, the first time he stepped onto the court, ironically against his old team. So, like I said, it's pretty cocky to do that during the preseason. If for some reason he does not pan out or something happens with the Wolves, that might come back to bite him in the ass, but we're just going to assume it's not because we got the Christmas Day game. I already told you about that. Yeah, I just love it. He gets the award for being cocky in the preseason.
I love it, too. I love that. Little spice.
Yeah.
Little spice. You like a little, fiery redhead. He's already got a chip on his shoulders. He's a redhead. Mm-hmm. And he obviously felt, what's the word I'm looking for?
Your favorite porn category?
Inferior?
Yes, inferior.
Undervalued.
Thank you.
Which is what it seems like everyone who plays for Tom Thibodeau feels like.
Yeah, it didn't end well here when he was here.
Cat's going to fucking hate that guy because that guy's going to be like, stop being a bitch.
Be like, what the fuck?
All right, Jake, what do you got?
So I guess we're taking a break from the sports aspect of this. I took this a little differently, the awards. So I have we've talked about this. The shittiest movie award goes to Joker 2, full A, whatever they call it. I don't even want to see it. Heard it's horrible. When they announced 2 years ago they were going to be making a musical, I'm like, this is the fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I thought that was a joke when I read that.
Yeah, I don't.
And I was really looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, me too. No, guess not. And then also I have another award really
Give
quick.
It to Sarge.
No, I got one.
Well, no.
It's the AVNs don't count, Sarge.
This has been in their heads. I should say it should be like the Song of the Week award. It's been the I'm Going to Miss You song.
Oh, yeah.
It's a tragedy for me to see
The dream is
over, and I never will forget the day we met. Girl, I'm gonna miss you. From the Lyle Menendez show on Netflix.
Really dark meaning behind the joke.
Yeah, now we played on Touch Tunes everywhere we go. We get drunk, and someone somewhere in the bar is either what song is this, or they're like, there's a sick fuck in here right now.
They're
so
put on Creed.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, we could put on Creed too. That'd be great.
Backstory: Eric and Lyle Menendez played this at their parents' funeral, who they shot. Not that that's
case.
funny, but it's really dark humor.
Dark, ironic, and weird.
And everyone
yeah.
at the funeral is really uncomfortable. If you've not seen Monsters on Netflix, the Menendez brothers, it's really good.
Yeah, they shot and killed their parents.
Spoiler alert.
They did do that.
So my award is Guy Who Has to Pee award, and it goes to me.
Oh.
I'm going to fucking piss my pants. I had 2 captain's patches, and I'm squirming.
Right now,
I got to pee.
piss in a captain's patch can.
Yep.
I really don't want to slice my tip of my penis because I got to jerk off the AVN awards tonight.
All right. Wrap it. Cut it. Get it out.
Cut it.
I do love how he pretended to not know what the AVNs were.
I know.
I think you were trying to let
That's like
you think we're
Swifty is not knowing what the Grammys are.
Or like not knowing what an era is.